Hi everybody, Russell Brown with the Department of Communications, standing on what will soon be the off-ramp for SR 400 at 369. We're glad you're here with us for the special edition of On the Move, where we go inside some of the larger capital projects around Forsyth County. And 369 400, this has been a project we've been talking about for some time now, so we're excited to get back out here and talk about a very special update here today as construction on the bridge about to get resumed once again. Joining us as always, John Jefferson. He's the Director of Capital Projects for Forsyth County. Kelvin Mullins, he's the GDOT District 1 engineer, and Elliott is the head of transportation for Vertical Earth. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out here today.
Thank you.
All right, well, John, let's start with you on this. We were here not long ago in late December. You told us about a temporary pause on the bridge and construction there. Why was there a pause here on the bridge? What's going on now? Where are we at?
Sure. We realized there were some design conditions that the bridge didn't meet. So to make sure it would meet its service life and we wouldn't have any issues with traffic going forward, we took a pause, figured out what was going on, and we batted around a couple of different solutions, and we've landed on one.
Yeah, and so now the big question, I think everybody around this area, Norfolk side especially, has been wondering, what is that solution?
Sure. We're going to call it a web wall. It's, you can see the bent behind us in the middle with the cap and the two columns. We're going to infill between the columns and then infill underneath the cantilevers on both sides with a structural wall.
All right, so that'll be coming here soon. We'll turn back to that here in just a moment. Kelvin, I want to turn to you from GDOT's perspective on this. You know, this decision didn't just happen overnight. This has taken a lot of collaboration between the county, Vertical Earth, GDOT, a lot of minds going into this one to make sure they're making the right solution moving forward. So from GDOT's perspective, what are your thoughts on the wall that's going to be built here, and does this meet the standards that GDOT is looking for?
Yeah, thank you. We worked together closely with the county and Vertical Earth and designers and with our bridge office, looking at the best possible solution to get this bridge opened as soon as we can, but then still meet our standards as needed. So we went through several iterations, as John mentioned, and we come up with this solution, which is a good one, and I think everybody's satisfied with this one.
One of the words that we talked about, John, before last time when we were out here was longevity of the bridge and how important that is. What is the typical longevity that GDOT sees for a bridge such as this one?
Well, typically with all our bridges, anytime we build a new structure, we hope to get 50 or more years out of it, so a pretty long while.
All right. Well, Elliott, let's turn now to you with Vertical Earth. And for those that don't know, Vertical Earth is a contractor on this bridge. They've actually handled the actual building, the construction. Is that right, Elliott? Is that safe to say?
That's correct.
Okay. So now we have our solution. When will this needed wall, this wall that's going to be in the middle of this bridge, when is that going to be built? What's the timeline looking like for that construction?
So we're looking at approximately starting in about 2 to 3 weeks. With overall construction time of about 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay. Well, so it sounds like things are moving pretty quickly then after this temporary pause we've had. What are we looking at now as far as a timeline from your perspective? And I know it's a rough estimate. Weather plays a large part of it, especially this time of the year. But what are we looking at as far as getting traffic up on the bridge?
Yeah, assuming everything goes well, weather, concrete cure times, we're looking at approximately a March time frame for opening the bridge.
So there it is. So it sounds like it's going to be Q1, possibly Q2 before traffic getting up on the bridge, but things are progressing here with the bridge. Kelvin, there's been a lot of conversation about once traffic is up on the bridge, the ramps are open, and things are moving along here at this project at 369. Up at Martin Road, what's going to happen there? What are you guys seeing?
Yeah, so currently there's a traffic signal at Martin Road, as we all know, and you know once traffic is shifted onto the bridge and the ramps are open, the proximity of the ramps with this traffic signal, you know, in order to create a safe condition there, we're going to have to close that intersection there at Martin Road. So that signal will be removed. The median will be closed, and that road will be closed on both sides.
And the good news is with this too that we've talked about is that the widening project on SR 369 hasn't slowed down. It's been all steam ahead with that. John, where are we at with that? Because I know that's a big component to this as well, along with the bridge.
Sure. Vertical Earth and their subcontractors have continued to pave, pour curb and gutter, throats and tops on the storm structures, installing storm structures, getting up signage, profiling the ramps. and getting those the joints sealed and getting those ready to stripe and for traffic.
All right. And we've said it before. We said it in December when we had this halt in the bridge construction. There was a lot of misinformation out there in social media that was being shared about, is the bridge safe as it stands right now? And we addressed that in December. But again, to reiterate, the bridge is structurally sound exactly as it stands today, correct?
Sure.
All right, so now with this construction ramping back up on the bridge, we're excited to say that it looks like we're going to be all steam ahead with the actual bridge construction and getting traffic up on the bridge, as Elliott said, looking like in March is our estimate right now. So, of course, for more information on the capital projects around Forsyth County, including here at 369 and 400, be sure to visit the new Capital Projects website at forsythco.com. Click on the departments page, Capital Projects, and you'll see their project list there that has all kinds of great information on projects such as this one. Gentlemen, thank you so much. Elliott, Kelvin, John, pleasure as always. Thanks so much for coming out and walking us through what's happening here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so long for now, and join us next time for On the Move.